Order, 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 order in the court. What it do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am Junes, the original for the Bantus, by blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge with the world, with the word. Want to give all praise and glory to the Father, for he is worthy to be praised. Let me take that back. Want to give all praise and glory to the Father and our mother. For some of you guys may not know that Sunini is the father and Nanini is the mother. So Sunini, Nanini, yes, there are two, father and mother. We uncovering the truth, still working, still got a lot of dissecting and uncovering for our people to get this truth. So give all praise and glory to our parents who sits on the throne. Round of applause for that. Let me issue my apologies off the gate. I had to do things at my mom's house, spend time, bring my son to go see his grandmother. Just got caught up putting this lesson together. It's a very profound lesson. As you can see, Dagon, the father of Jesus. Yes, I said it. Dagon is the father of Jesus. Now, I know you guys is probably going to say to yourself, well, who the heck is Dagon? Well, that's the reason why we having Semba conversation today. So the conversation is to show you who's Dagon, to show you who's Jesus, and how these individuals is hand in hand, and it's part of the reason why we still the tail and not the head, and why we still can get ahead, even with everything that has been said. All praise and glory to the Father. Round of applause for that. Yeah. Share this. Give it out to your fams, your friends and family, especially those that's in Christianity, Hebrewism, whatever religion, prison they're in. Send this to them. We're going to have a good one. So I hope you guys are ready. I don't want to waste too much time, because I already wasted so much of your time waiting for the brother man from the motherland. So we're going to get it happening right about now. Are you guys ready? I hope you are. Let's go. I hope you guys are ready. Welcome to the Semba conversation, guys. And you shall know the truth, John 8, verse 32. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh. Peace. Elizabeth, how you doing? Bantu Princess, take care of her. We're going to get into this lesson. It's a very profound one. We're going to get into it. Let's go. Hold on. Check this out. Dagon, the father of Jesus, a.k.a. Baal. So today's conversation is about Dagon. These are the questions that will be asked. Who is Dagon? Who is Baal? Is he really the father of Jesus? Now, who is Baal, and is he really the father of Jesus? I don't know. Like I said, I was putting everything together and just rushing, trying to go through things. So I don't know if I had Jesus first or Baal. But whichever it may be, it's here. We're going to go through it, and we're going to have a final thoughts and conversation where you guys ask your questions, I give you your answers, we move forward. The forward that we're moving to is going home. Now, everybody's asking me, what is the reason for me doing this work? This work is to connect you back to your parents. From your parents' connection is then to help you get back to your house, to your crib, to your mikasa. Okay? So this is what we're working on. All right? That's the reason why for Repent or Die, for December conversations. So when everybody's trying to ask, what is my reason? What's my purpose? What I'm trying to gain out of this? The only thing I want out of this is you guys' salvation. Is you guys receiving what is owed to you, which is the earth. I'll leave it as that. Let's go. I'll leave it as that. Hold on to me. I don't like how this looks over here. I don't like how this looks. There we go. All right, guys. Okay. This is Dagon. According to Wikipedia, Dagon in Hebrew, this is it, Dagon or Dagon, Samaritan, Roman. I want you guys to pay attention to the names and the people who uphold this. You got the Hebrews. You got the Samaritans. You got the Romans. These are all people. You got the Phoenician. Okay? These are all people that's not black and brown that's telling you how to hold him down. No, no, and no. Let's continue. Okay? Dagon was a god worshipped in ancient Syria across the middle of the Euphrates, with the primary temples located in Tutal and Tiraka. Through many astonishes, I can't say, of cults. I'm sorry, guys. I meant to put this another color. But you see of cults. You see of his cult. Attestations. I forgot how he said it, but you know what it is. Of his cults. Come from cities such as Mira, Emer as well. In settlements situated in the upper Euphrates area, he was regarded as the father of gods. As the father of gods. Similar to the Mesopotamian Enel or Hurricane Kruba. At this right here, the Enillil, this is El. I'm going to show you, don't worry. This is El right here. This is El. You know, like the Elohim, the El Shaddai. Yeah, this is another way of spelling it. I'm gonna show you. The Haran Kumoraba, as well as a Lord of the land, a God of prosperity, and a secure of royal legitimacy, a large number of theopathic names, both masculine and feminine, at least that he was a popular deity. He was also worshipped further east in Mesopotamia, where many rulers regarded him as the god capable of granting them kingship over the western area. What they call America, the West. Ooh, wow. Wake up. And this is just the first slide. Let's go. The attestation of Dagon from the coastal areas are much less frequent and come mostly from northern city of Ukrat, where Dagon cults had a limited scope. According to the Hebrew Bible, Dagon was also the national god of the Philistines, with temples at Ashdod and Gaza. But there is no extra biblical evidence concerning this. The astral object designated. Okay. I wanted to make sure you guys were seeing this. Okay. I can't see it. It's Futonobi, a name after Dagon. So they changed his name to Futonobi. I thought I could click it, but they won't let me click it. Okay. So that's slide number 1. Let's do the number 2. That's slide number. That's 3. Let's go to 4. The truth of Dagon. Dagon was the chief deity of the Philistines, and the worship of this pagan god dates back to the 3rd millennium BC. According to ancient mythology, Dagon was the father of Baal. He was the fish god. Dag in Hebrew means fish. So when you hear somebody call you Dag or Fag, just know where it originated from. Okay? Don't let these people feed you. Don't let these people feed you. You got to do your own homework to understand the game that's being played. Understand that the games that we are in a spiritual war, people. This is not a battle about money. This ain't a battle about power. This is a battle about your soul. These heathens want you to burn for eternity. They want you where they want you where your father put their daddies. Remember I told you that. Dagon in Hebrew means fish, and he was represented as half man, half fish creature. You see how they're promoting this Little Mermaid, and now all of a sudden it's a black face? See, this is how they get you. See, they know that the times that we in. You ever notice that they have been including a lot of like European movies, and now all of a sudden using it to put black people there? Like the mermaid, and how everybody was in an uproar and all of this. This is how they get you. This is how it's all about spiritual mind control. Let this be a place of conversation. Let it be a space of controversy, because controversy sells, right? If I put this out and black people is embracing it, which I find is sad, we got black people embracing being a Nephilim. Oh my gosh, we got a black Nephilim. They tell you it's a mermaid, but it's a goddamn Nephilim. Okay? It's a fallen deity. It's giving worship to their daddy. Okay? Know who Dagon is. Know who Dagon is. Okay? Pay attention. Understand. Everything that they promote, when they put black people in it, is always with an agenda. I don't know how many times I have to say that the Father said that he was going to give you unto the hands of your enemy. So if I'm going to be in the hands of my enemy, then the enemy would never give me anything that's going to be beneficial to us. Even the water that we drink. The reason why water is free here, because the water here is contaminated. You're not drinking righteous, clean, straight from the heavens water. You drinking water that they tell you from Poland Springs. Who knows? These dudes is probably getting it from their bathtub, man. Facts. They toilet bowl. And to fill it up and feed you that, tell you drink it nice and slow like Usher. Make it make sense. Let's continue. Okay? Was represented as a half man, half fish creature. But you see, I highlighted this right here, right? Dagon was the father of Baal. Okay? I want you guys to put that into your mind. Dagon was the father of Baal. Let me say that again. Dagon was the father of Baal. Okay? Half man, he was half man, half fish creature. This image further a evolutionary belief that both men and fish have evolved together from the primal waters. Dagon may also have been the provider of grains. So you see how when when they promote this whole grain stuff and you gotta have this and have that, just know that when they do that, they're making you or giving praise and glory to their fathers. Like our big brother said, you do what your father do. I do what my father do. You can't do what my father do, because if you do what my father do, is gonna disrespect who your father is. And there is war between thy seed and your seed. Let's continue. Right? Dagon may also have been the provider of grain. So Dagon was similar to many other idols in that he personified natural force that had supposedly produce all things. Remember, the Father who created all things. Listen, man, I know that I have to go, and I'm just saying this for myself. I know I have to go to the Holy Land. I have to go there myself, and I have to speak to the people myself in order to retrieve this truth. Because the truth is not, you're not finding the truth in the Bible, people. You're not gonna find the truth in their books, people. I'm gonna show you where all the contradictions and everything. When they see that too much is being said, they want to throw a monkey wrench out there to question what's being said. So then you gotta, be like, well, see, they said this and say that, and it causes a level of division. And I keep telling you guys, our big brother said, a nation that's divided can't stand. You can be divided based on beliefs, based on perspective, based on your understanding, based on what you like, based on what you wear, based on what you drive, based on where you live, based on how much money you make, based on the women you deal with. Come on, people, make it make sense. Wake up, okay? This whole society, the reason why we haven't risen yet is because they have divided us, and they're gonna keep dividing us. And you guys are not understanding that when you read certain things and then you see them throw something out there to throw you off, just know that these things are intentional. Okay? Let's continue. Next slide. Let us continue. Repent or Die podcast. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say it. That's, are you dumb? Let's continue. Let's read this. The god Dagon first appeared in archaeological records about 2500 BC in the Mera documents and the personal Amorite names in which the god El, remember the name I just told you? El, you see it? Gods El, Dagon, and Hadar are especially common at the Ibala, all right? Ibala, like Eber, okay? We're going to continue. From at least 230 BCE, Dagon was the head of the city pantheon, which includes some 200 deities. He was the head of the pantheon. So when you read the word and it says that there are many gods, but I am the above of them all. We gonna uncover it, man. If it be the Father's will, I say this in all totality, we will uncover it. If it's not in my generation, I promise you it's going to be my children's times. Because the stuff that I'm bringing forth now, my grandparents wish they knew. Your grandparents, your parents wish they knew. So this is a marvelous time. This is the marvelous time to be alive. This is a marvelous time to be righteous, loving, caring. You understand? Putting others first, putting the Father first. It's a marvelous time. Embrace it. Love it. Let me move me. I gotta put me somewhere. Damn it. So as I read, I'm gonna put myself up so you guys can see. Okay? Which includes some 200 deities. He bore such titles as Dagoner, Lord, the Lord God of gods, Lord God of gods, okay? And the Bekalam, Lord of the land, His consort was known only as Belatu, the lady. Both were worshipped in a large temple complex called Alamud, the house of the stars. I will be like the Most High, sit above the stars. Listen, woo, we about to uncover. Okay, one entry quarter of Alaba and one of its gates were named after Dagon. Dagon is also called the Titamunaptim, the dew of the land. He's everything. He's the God of the gods. He's the God of the land. He's the dew of the land. Listen, whoa. and the Bekanana. The Bekanana, possibly Lord of Canaan. Ooh. Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's read. He was the patron god of several towns or cities, including Tutol, Irem, Mani, Zorad, Ugas, Sawad, and Sipatus. An interesting early reference to Dagon occurred in a clay tablet letter written to King Zamar Loom of Marah, 18th century BCE, written by the governor of Nahor, biblical Nahor. It is related a dream in which Dagon blamed a military defeat of Zimarim of his failure to bring a report of his deeds to Dagon at his temple. Dagon promised that when Ziralim has done so, I will have the kings of the Yamanites cooked on a fisherman's spit, and I will lay them before you. In Ugarit, around 1300 BC, Dagon had a large temple and listed third in the pantheon, following a father god and El. Okay, and preceded Baal Sapan, also Baal Sapan, also called Hadad. However, in the known Yucatec mystical text, Dagon is mentioned solely in passing as the father of the Hadad, according to the, I can't say this word, Centuaton. Dagon was the brother. Dagon was the brother of El, and not Hadad, a father. Dagon is mentioned occasionally in early Sumerian texts, but became prominently only in later Akkadian intersects as a powerful and warlike protector, sometimes equated with Enalel. Okay? Dagon's wife was in some source the goddess Shala, also named as wife of Hadad, and sometimes identified with Ninala. In other texts, when you see these names, these are Bantus. Take these E's out. Look at right here. Look at this right here. I can't highlight it, but look at these names, okay? Look at these names, okay? King Hamarulia called himself the subduer of the settlements along the Euphrates with the help of Dagon, his creator. An inscription about the expedition of Nerahem Sin to the Cedar Mountains related Nerahem Sin slew Aramon and Abel with the weapon of the god Dagon, who agonized his kingdom. The subtlety, a standard inscribed stone monument of Ashpenali, I can't even see it. I'm sorry, God. Referred to the Ashpenal as the favor of Anu and of Dagon. In the Assyrian poem, Dagon appeared besides Nergal and Moru as a judge of the dead. Oh, do you guys see the story? As the judge of the dead, I will be judging the dead living. I mean, we're gonna continue. Because I don't want people to be like, man, what is he talking about? Right? Let's continue. Where am I? Okay, judge of the dead. A late Babylonian text makes him the underworld prisoner warrior. The Phoenician inscriptions on the sarcophagus of King Ephraim Azar of Sidon, 5th century BCE, relates, furthermore, the Lord of the King gave us Dior and Joppa, the mighty, Let me move this. This gotta go. Damn, I can't. Okay. Let me leave it like this because I can't see it. The Lord of the kings Asdor and Joppa, the mighty land of Dagon, which are in the plains of Sharon, and according with the imprint deeds which I did, Dagon was sometime used in royal names. 2 kings of the dynasty of the Ishtar of the Ish were Adin, Dagon, and Ishmi, Dagon. From 1953 to 1935 BCE, the later names was used by the Assyrians and the Assyrian kinds, Ishmael, Dagon, and that's so forth. I hope you guys are listening. Dagon, the father of Baal. Let us continue. Who is Baal? Let's see. Baal, God worship in many ancient Middle Eastern communities, especially among the Canaanites, who apparently consider him a fertility deity and one of the most important gods in the pantheon. As a Semitic common noun, Baal, Hebrew Baal, meant owner or lord, although it could be used more generally. For example, a bell of wings was a wing created, and a plural bellum of arrows indicated archers. Yet such fluidity in the use of the term Baal did not prevent it from being attached to a god of descent character. As such, Baal designated the universal god of fraternity, and in the capacity, his title was Prince, Lord of the Earth. Pay attention to listen carefully. Prince, Lord of the Earth. He was also called Lord of Rain and Dew. Remember I told you Dagon. It's the same thing, right? Like father, like son. You do what your daddy do. You do what your daddy do. Let's continue. You guys, listen. Only he that got eyes to see, let him see, ears to hear, let him hear. You see it. Put the pieces together. We're gonna continue reading. Let's go. Right? Also called the Lord of Rain and Dew, the 2 forms of moisture that were indispensable for fertile soil in Canaan. And the Ugaritic and the Hebrew Baal epithet as the storm god, was he who rides on the clouds. Damn, Baal is coming with chariots, guys, on the clouds. Is this who the Hebrew Israelites are waiting for? They're waiting for the man to come in chariots. Ooh. In the book of Acts, it says, why are you looking up? I wonder why they call it the book of Acts. Because it was nothing but actors giving you a well-orchestrated play. Wake up. Actors feeding you a lie. Wake up. Understand we are under attack. Understand, right? In Phoenician, he was called Bel-Shaman, Lord of the heavens. What does that sound like? What does that remind you of? Phoenician. Isn't Phoenician the language that these brothers saying that we spoke? Ancient Phoenician? Or is it ancient Paleo? How you want to speak Paleo and it rhymes with polio? That means you really don't want to move. You really want to be stuck. You really want to stand still. You really want to serve Baal. You want to serve Baal. Come on, let's go. Listen. Knowledge of Baal personality and functions diverge chiefly from a number of tablets uncovered from 1929 onwards at the Ugret, modern Ra Shamora, in northern Syria and dated to the middle of the second millennium BCE. The tablets, although closely attached to the worship of Baal at his local temple, probably represents Canaanite belief generally for fertility was an invase in terms of 7-year cycle. And the mythical of Canaan, Baal, the god of life and fertility, locked in moral combat with Mut, the god of death and fertility. Don't that sound familiar? The battle between good and evil, Father in the heavens. The Father is the father of life. The devil is the father of death, right? You don't even understand that when they took our books and compiled this new record, they purposely made sure that every time you gave praise and you prayed and you read and you was looking through the word. Yes, do the New Testament have a lot of precepts that's very suitable for our everyday lives? Absolutely. But if you don't know who you calling on, you may get all that information. You may bust all that prayer just so you can say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Baal. Amen. Aman Ra. A lot of you guys don't know what's going on, but we're gonna uncover this, right? All right. Okay, where we at? The god of death and fertility. If Baal triumphed, a 7-year cycle of fertility would ensue. But if he were vanquished by Mont, 7 years of drought and famine would ensue. That's interesting. We're gonna find out, man. Ugaritic texts tell of other fertility aspects of Baal, such as his relations with Aneth, his consort and sister, and also his striving in dividing bull calf from a heifer. All these was part of his fertility role, which when fulfilled meant a abundance of crops and fertilities for animals and mankind. But Baal was not exclusively a fertility god. He was also king of the gods. And to achieve that position, he was portrayed as seized the divine kingship from Yamin, the sea god. The myth also tells of Baal's struggle to obtain a palace comparable in the grandeur to those of other gods. Baal persuaded Ashtoreth to intercede with her husband El, the head of the pantheon, to authorize the construction of a palace. The god of arts and craft, Qatar, then proceed to build for Baal the most beautiful of palaces, which spread over the areas of 10,000 acres. The myth may refer in part to the construction of Baal's own temple in the city of the Ugaritic. Near Baal's temple was that of Dagon, given in the tablets as Baal's father. Okay, these people know. Listen, the worship of Baal was popular in Egypt from the later New Kingdoms in about 1400 BCE to its end in 1075 BCE through the influence of the Arameans, who borrowed the Babylonian pronunciation Baal. The god ultimately became known as the Greek Balos, identify with Zeus. See, Baal, Zeus, we're going to find out. Let's continue. Know who you guys are worshiping. Know who you are worshiping. The religion of the Canaanites tell us that their father god El had a son called Baal. Baal also means Lord and can also mean just master or mister. Baal can also be spelled B-E-L, and B-A-A-L was the name that the Bible says the disciples call Jesus. The temple priest was also identifying Jesus as Baal when they said that he was Beelzebub, which the church say means Lord of the Flies. In the New Testament, the church have despectively translated the name Baal as master. So when you said master, remember? They changed Baal as master, even though Baal was the name of a Pacific, Phoenician, Canaanite, Babylonian god with a specific identity and with impressed temples dedicated to his worship. There's a reason why Jesus is in every church. Okay? There's a reason why he's in every church. Okay? This means that when the disciples and the priesthood called Jesus Baal, they were identifying him with already well-known and well-established prime deities of their land. Baal or Baal was the name of the Lord of the gods that is written on the cover of the Bible. Oh, hold on. Woo, the word. Listen, look, I'm giving you. Listen, I'm giving you barbecue chicken today. I should have put on the apron for you heathens, Hebrews, and the newly installed heathenites. I should have did that. Let's go. Read. Let's go. Hold on. Baal or Baal was the name of the Lord or God that is written on the cover of the Bible. The word by Baal means two Baals, two lords, or two gods. The symbol is by, meaning two in Greek. Oh, we got homework to do. See, when you see when the Father says study to show thyself approved, this is the studies. This is what he means. This is the truth is here. All the information of him is here. You have to do the studies. For you so-called Hebrew Israelites, you need to tell your teachers if they're not giving you this, if you're not allowed to go seek and seek your own salvation, and you bring this forth and they tell you, oh, we're waiting for their God, their Elohim, the El, to provide them with this so-called revelations. If you're waiting for that, then you're setting yourself up for failure, and you will burn in the fire, and you will be judged by the higher power, and his higher power and his children and people like me. We're going to be standing there saying, who you say you are? Oh, yeah, I'm an Israel. Oh, so you are ISIS Ra elite? Nope. Fire and brimstones. There's no ISIS Ra elites coming into the kingdom. There's no ISIS Ra elites coming into the Holy Land. There's no ISIS Ra elites that's going to sit at the table with the Father and our mother and our big brother and everything that comes along with that. Ain't no ISIS Ra elites. ISIS Ra elites rule the world right now. Whose world is this? Who's ruling the world right now? ISIS Ra elite. Who's running the world right now? ISIS Ra elite. Who sits in the temple right now? Who created the third temple right now as we speak? ISIS Ra elite. You want to be an elite. That's why they refer to themselves as the elite. They know who they listen. Oh my jeez, my heart. These people know who they are. They are the elites. They give all worship to Isis and Ra. This is why these Isis, Ra, and elites are the ones running the world, controlling you. Put themselves in your Bible. You guys need to wake up. Some of you guys don't believe that the Bible wasn't tampered with. It wasn't altered. There's teachers that says things like, we read and accept the Bible the way it is. Not knowing what's going on. You don't even know what's going on. Right? Look. The cover of the Bible is actually saying that there are two gods. There is. That's, ooh. See, I'm going to show you. See, in the New Testament, that God was Zeus. Jesus, Azus, Jesus. Right? Jesus in Latin means Jesus. Jesus means hell, Zeus. Or hell, Zeus. Right? Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, you didn't know that. See, in the Old Testament, they put many gods. They put I am that I am. They put Jehovah, they put Yah, they put the Elohim, they put a lot of things in the Old Testament. But don't you find it strange that in the New Testament there was no mention of none of these gods? Never heard Jehovah. They ain't hear nothing. They ain't hear Jah be with us. You didn't hear nothing. The only thing that you heard was the Romans, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, Jesus, and the apostles. Never hear mention of God. But what does this says? It says the cover of the Bible is actually saying that there are two gods and not just one, as the churches try to claim now. The flaws and the weakness in the Christianites' doctrine that there is only one God dogma reveals itself when they have contradict themselves by also saying at other times that there are three gods, the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You gotta question yourself, why do these heathens got beef with our mothers so bad? Why are they attacking our mothers so much? Damn, Lucifer, are you that much of a fish that you get mad when you see somebody that you want to be like? That's the originator? Well, I gotta look into that. I really gotta look into that. I gotta see why they're attacking our mother like that. All right, let's continue. It says the question then is, who are the two gods that the word Bible is referring to, and why has the church been trying to hide these other gods? If Jesus is Lord or Baal, then he must have a lady, for it is a lady that makes a man a Lord, just as a mother that makes a man a father. The Bible even calls Jesus the bridegroom, but then they contradict themselves by saying he is a bridegroom without a bride. Let's continue. It says clearly the churches are trying to hide the identity of the Lord brides because the successor of their claim heredity royal line of Jesus would not go to the Pope in Rome, but to one of his family members. The word God is also just a term for our parents who created us and brought us into being. But as the church is now totally committed for political power and sexist reasons to claim in effect that we only have a father as a parent but not a mother, the New Testament emphatically and totally bizarrely states to enforce their dogma that no man is born from a woman. Some of the reasons it says this is that the mother was thought too sinful and immoral to acknowledge as a creator after being tainted by the sin of Eve in the Garden of Eden story, and because it put the male God in an inferior light to the female as he is not able to give birth. This dogma was translated into meaning by extension that we should only have a king and not a queen, and that we should only have a priest and not a priestess, or as the New Testament states, that no woman should speak or teach in church or have authority over a man. The church have tried to hide the name of Baal or Baal in the fact that the word Bible means two gods. Okay, I said this already. Oh, let's continue. That means two gods, or the gods and goddesses, Lord and lady, husband and wife, bride and bridegroom, master and mistress, or father and mother. Instead, they say that the Bible just means book. They said they say it's named after the Phoenician part of the city Babylos, which was renowned for making the best paper for books. But it is clearly not necessary to write the word book on a book as as it is self-evident that it is a book. It certainly does not help one find this book in a library of thousands of books, saying that you are looking for a book called book, as they are all books. The reason Bel is written on the cover is because of religious calmly write the name of gods or gods that they are trying to promote or worship on the cover of their books. Babylonius was named after Babel or Babylon, which was named after Bel. Bel and his sister / wife Beliet were the main gods of Babylos. Books were named after Babylos because Bel and Babelet was supposed to be the kin on promoting learning and libraries. This means that Bel and Babelet were two lords, God or Bels, that the word by Bel is referred to. They were the man and woman, the master and mistress, the lord and the lady, the bride and the groom of the god and the goddesses that were being invoked and worshipped, and not just as a book made of paper. Significantly, Babylon was not much more than a day's walk from Nazareth, the town Jesus was said to be from, although Nazareth apparently did exist at the time of Jesus. Wow. Let's continue, guys. It says other important cities and countries named after Bel, apart from Babylon and Babel with its Tower of Babel that reached to the heavens, are Babelblek of the Palarimia, which have impressed temples of Bel. Some other important biblical words named after Bel apart from Bel are believed, disciples, gospel, temple, palace, Palestine, Thalius, Philistine, pillars, steep pools, pulpit, balls, etc., testicles, tables, Kabbalah, Abel, Jezebel, bells, etc. The reasons why church to this day still ring bells as did the Hebrews was to represent the traditions of the worship of Bel. So when you riding through your hood and you know it's 6 o'clock and you hear go ding dong ding ding, just know what's going on. And for you brothers who are so-called Hebrew Israelites, if you are worshiping in those churches that does those noises, you are worshiping the devil. The Father doesn't dwell there. You will burn in hell if you don't repent and denounce these churches. Continue and you will burn in hell. And I say this to all of you heathens, Hebrews, especially you heathenites. For those that's questioning what this awakening, for those that's questioning this awakening, for those that's calling on these European genetically modified, calling your children with L in it, naming your children after these names, you will burn in fire because you just sacrificed your child unto Moloch. The only way to repent from that sacrifice, you must change your child's name. You must give your child a true righteous name. You must give your child a Bantu name. You must give your child the understanding that his holy land, his heir to the throne, his promise, his kingdom, the land of milk and honey is the only place on the face of this earth, and that place is called Africa or Earth. Yeah. It's the only place where the Father eyes dwell. Father eyes don't dwell in Europe. He don't dwell in Russia. It don't dwell in China. It don't dwell in America. What's keeping us alive here in America is our fallen angels. Is our guardian angels who sits here and stand side by side with you during the day, and at night or sundown it reports to the Father that sits on the throne. You know why we die and we die at night is because your guardian angel is not there, because you're not supposed to be outside at night. See, when you living in captivity, when you go back into the Holy Land, when it's nighttime, everything shuts down. And the only people that's going to be out are going to be the ones that's placed there by the Father or the King, who's going to get his answers and orders from the Father himself. That's if that's still going to be what it is come when the Father returns. Is he going to, when our parents return, let me stop saying Father, when our parents return, for Sunini, Nanini. Sunini is masculine, Nanini is feminine. Look that up if you thinking I'm lying. Sunini is masculine, Nanini is feminine. Sunini, Nanini. Man, woman, you come together, become one flesh. What's bound on earth is bound in heaven. This is why the Father pushes this is why the Father promotes leaving your parents, coming together, becoming one. This is why these heathens promote sex. It's a level of disrespect, because you become one flesh with somebody when you give yourself up to that person. When you put your seed inside that woman, that becomes your wife. Don't listen to these heathens that got you thinking that you got to go to their churches and stand up and listen to the bell ring, because when you do these things, you're giving worship unto Lucifer. Let's continue. Okay? It says the reason why churches to this day still ring bells as the Hebrews was to preserve the tradition of the worship of Baal. Also, the reason that the Bible says that Abel was killed. Listen to the message. The reason why Abel was killed by his brother Cain is because of the religion of Baal is based on the idea of the yearly ritual sacrifice unto Baal. You see why they made sure they said, Jesus said, drink my blood, eat my body. You see why they promote him being a sacrifice? Read that. Yearly sacrifice to Baal. Okay? Know what you are worshiping. Know what you're getting yourself into. Ask yourself, if you've been doing this for this a long period of time, and you still remain the tail and not the head, I don't even gotta bang the gavel on you heathens for that. This is homework for you. Oh, you ain't know that. You ain't know about the story of Cain and Abel. This is how you know Cain is he's not related to us. Adam never had a son named Cain. Look at the book of Luke chapter 3, go all the way down to the bottom and read it back up. You'll see that Cain wasn't there, so you got to catch them. You know, when you lying for so long and you writing and you lying, sometimes you get tired. Sometimes you get so tired, you get so distracted, the Father may hearken your heart and you may put something in there that wasn't meant to be in there. This is why they keep giving you different translations of Bibles. See, when they see that, damn, you missed that, well, you gotta reprint. You gotta make another Bible. Oh, you got to give one in Hebrew. You got to give the Septuagint. You got to give the Sefer Bible. Yes, the Sefer Bible. Because if they see that wasn't ready in Hebrew, then they're going to already believe that, see, we Hebrews. I got brothers and sisters arguing with me with that. Like, yo, but if you look in the Sefer, F a Sefer. Nobody give a damn about no Sefer. If my family can't speak it, I don't want it. Why I can't find no black people everywhere, anywhere? How come I can't find at least 100 black people that speak fluent Hebrew? I can't find nobody? Damn. If I can't find nobody, then chances of that religion being mine or that language being mine, I gotta question that. Huh? You can find African dialect in every black nationality on the face of this earth, even in American. You can find African dialects in it. patois, something. You're going to find some level of African. If we came from Israel, if we fled Israel, came into Africa, migrated in Africa, got founded in Africa, then that Hebrew language is supposed to also make a transition into the Holy Land. You guys didn't call it the Holy Land, into Africa, right? The land of Ham, right? That language is supposed to make a transition. Why hasn't that language make a transition? Why can't go into the land right now? This is how you know. I can go to Africa right now and find somebody who speaks English. I can go anywhere across the world and find somebody who speaks English. I can find somebody who speaks Spanish. I can find somebody who speaks English. I can find somebody who speaks nothing. How come I can't find a black man that speaks fluent Hebrew? My mom speaks fluent. My mom speaks Spanish, French, and all that. Why can't she speak Hebrew? Even to this day. I say, yo, mom, you going to try? She's like, what is this I'm looking at? But I digress. Let's continue. It says, hold on. Let me fix the screen, guys. It says, with sacrifice, okay. Bible says that Abel was killed by his brother Cain, and is because the religion of Baal is based on the idea of the yearly ritual sacrifice of Baal, just as Jesus was sacrificed and as Jezebel was sacrificed by being thrown of her palace walls. Okay. Interestingly, the Bible says that Jezebel's body was left out to be eaten by dogs. This is significant because the Hebrew word for priest, Cohen, is from the same root word as the word for dog, canine. Canine, and for the land of Canaan. Okay, this means that it is saying that the priests were performing the same Eucharist rite that the priests today perform with the body of Jesus by eating his body and drinking his blood. Somebody better send this class, this Semba conversation to a Hebrew Israelite. I know a lot of you guys still got brothers and sisters that's still in these organizations. You need to send them that. You need to send them this and ask them to explain this. So then now you ask them, what does this tradition has to do with you? Why are you so adamant in drinking blood and eating body parts? Which one of y'all was eating the ass cheek of Jesus? Huh? Which one of y'all had the left nut? I'm talking it. I'm gonna... No. Stop. Bang the gavel on these heathens. Stop. Come on, man. Right? What's wrong with these people? The above image is titled Baal and his Asherah. Asherah was the Hebrew name for a wife of God, and these two is also referred to the two Baals that the two Baals the word Bible means. Asherah was also the name of the tree of life and knowledge that is mentioned in Genesis with its forbidden fruit. The Bible mentioned that Asherah was built on every high hill in the Holy Land where people will go to worship, or in other words, go to have sex and to celebrate under. Whoa. It is unclear in the above image if Baal has raised his sword to protect his Asherah or the tree of life, or if he's about to cut it down. As mentioned, it was important part of the religion of Baal that Baal had to be ritually sacrificed every year, or every feast, or every Sunday, 365. Listen, today's church, back then they did it every year. These Hebrew Israelites give you every feast day. These churches, every Sunday. Let's continue. Bang the gavel on these heathens. No. Fire and brimstones. Don't. I hope you guys don't allow your records to come on my desk. In the day of judgment, you better hope You guys' records don't come on my desk because I have no sympathy. All I have is the energy to assassinate all those that violate my father like Kennedy. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Father, say it one time. Let's continue. And I bet you guys ain't know this, huh? All here for you. Okay. Where we at? Okay, let's continue. It was an important part of religion of Baal that Baal had to be ritually sacrificed every year, as seen in the ritual sacrifice of Jesus, John the Baptist, and of Judas, or in the destroying of the golden calf or the golden bull under the discretion of Moses. This actually meant that Moses was acting as a Baal or a golden calf worshiper, and not the opposite as the churches try to proclaim to this day. No, Moses never worshiped Baal. I left it there for a reason. Moses never worshiped Baal. He came down furious, angry. So what the heck is going on here? Moses didn't worship Baal. Aaron did. Joshua probably did. But Moses didn't. Don't disrespect my father like that. Don't disrespect the Levites, the head of the Levites like that. How dare you? What's wrong with you? You don't lost your mind? We don't worship none of these heathen stuff. Unless you are a heathenite. Let's continue. I got a bonus for y'all. Bonus for the Bantus. Dagon and today's religion, Christianity. You see what it says? I'm keeping my foot on you heathens, Hebrews, and the newly installed heathenites next. We're going to keep the foot going. Let's continue. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh. Wait, whoa, what is going on here? What is that on his head? What is that right there? What's this right here? What's that on his head? What's this right here? What's this right here? Huh? Put me. Huh? What are these things right here? Listen, I'm telling you this right now. Burning in hell. Burning in hell. Burning in hell. Burning in hell. Wherever is hot, they there burning. Oh, you ain't know about the Good Friday, why they always want you to eat fish, and how they always had Jesus eating fish, and how when we was in they was giving us fish fell and this and that and I'm gonna show you. Well, I don't even have to show you. Do your homework to do your studies and see that these are another interjections that's put into our word. Okay, let's continue. Eat fish for Dagon. You know, Good Friday. Good Friday. You eat a nice fish. You're not supposed to eat nothing but the fish. You see what's in her hand right here? What's this? Does that look? Is that a cup of wine? Is that the Lion of Judah? Oh. What is this? Fringes? This look like fringes right here? Uh-oh. Canaan law outlaws Catholics from eating meat on Fridays all year long, and yet the churches encourage its followers to eat fish Fridays. Does this sound strange? In Rome, Friday was known as the day of Venus. We, as the children of Akobi, let me tell you something. We gotta put an end. We gotta really start talking the Father's terminologies, right? We need to start saying first month, second month, third month. We really got to start saying first day, second day, third day. Why? Because every time you say things like Friday, you're giving a reference to one of their gods. And our Father, the last time I checked, he told us that he's a jealous individual. So we got to really start, we really got to start doing our work and separating ourselves from these people. Let's continue. Okay? Venus was the goddess of fertility. You see how they keep changing it? You see how they keep changing it? Bel's fertility, Dagon's fertility, Venus is fertility. All of these, everybody's fertility. What's their infatuation with fertility? They dogs. They dogs. Seed of Cain. Let's continue. Okay? Since fish symbolize the reproduction as a single cod can spring, let me move this out the way, can spawn 9 million eggs a year. The fish was eaten in honor of this love goddess. Even more, the Pope wear the fish Mitri, declaring he is the successor of the Philistine god Dagon. He is the, remember, the Pope is the leader of all religions on the earth. Okay? All religion must answer to the Pope. All religion must answer to the Pope. And he just told you he is the successor of the Philistine fish god Dagon. That's why he wears that hat on. That's why he wears that hat. This is why this hat is on his head. This is why they got the ankaka. He wears a big one like how these Khazars put it on. He has one too when he's not wearing this. This is all Babylonian, Luciferian, satanic worship. Satanic worship, people. Understand who you're giving praise to. Understand who you are following, people. Let's go. Did you know that Catholic bishops are actually high priests of Dagon, the ancient pagan deity of the Philistines? You see, the Mitri the bishop wears is a replica of the costume worn by the priests of Dagon. Worn by the priests. Let's go back. Let me see if I can find it. See this? This is what they used to wear. This literally used to be an outfit. They upgraded it today into what you see the Pope wearing today. Okay? That's right. The priests of Dagon wore a headdress that looked like the head of a fish with an open mouth, and down their back they wore a long cape that looked like the skin of a big fish. When you look at a Catholic bishop sideways, you can see the open mouth. You see it? Fish head and its cope look just like that fish skin they wore. This proves that Catholicism is really just old-fashioned devil worshipping paganism, right? Wrong. That's what they tell you. The Bishop Mitri developed from the camelulium, a form of crown worn in the imperial court. In the Byzantine, there are no pictures of the Catholic bishop wearing what would recognize as a Mitri until the 11th century, and then it was a shorter, softer hat which was only developed into its present form in the late Middle Ages, long after the worship of Dagon was dead and gone. Know who you are worshiping. Repent or Die podcast. The final thoughts and conversations. What you thought was going on? What you thought was going on? This is my mission. My mission is to get our people, the hood, not just where I'm from, not just where I'm at, the hood. Because we broke the laws and the commandments, our royal community has now become the hood. So my goal is to get the hood back into their rightful positions, and that's in the kingdom. I don't believe none of this nonsense that these heathens have given us, that's put us in a state of fear and tremblance. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that the Father said you disobey, you penalized for that. I believe that the Father has awoken his children. I believe that the Father is telling us, get ready. It's soon time to go home. He's setting up the grand stage. There's a war going on. There's a war that's about to brew. It's about to brew into the Holy Land. The people is telling all Europeans, pack your bags and get the heck up out of here. You can't be here no more. You can't be amongst us no more. You must leave. You must leave. This is what's going on all across the world right now. They got a pipeline that they want from, listen, that pipeline goes from Nigeria all the way to France. You know how far France is from Africa? This thing is even going through the waters. And the people are saying no. And now we got other countries, mainly Esau. This is Esau. Esau are the ones that sided with the enemy. The people that's governing and ruling Africa right now are not the children of Akobi. The children of Akobi, the descendants of Akobi, have been taken off the land. That royal bloodline has been taken off the land and has been placed in various locations all across the world. But the children is coming back. Ho, we coming back. Ho, you better be ready. Because what's coming you guys' way is fire and brimstones. What's coming you guys' ways is this gavel. Don't let me touch that land. I'm gonna send you heathens back home. Oh, we're gonna uprise. We're gonna rise, Bantu. We're gonna rise. And you know all the killings? The next Samba conversation is gonna title, Who's Killing the Messiahs? We're gonna talk about that. Let's get some questions, guys. Questions. Let's get some questions, guys. Let's get some questions, guys. Please. Elizabeth, how you doing? Bantu Princess, how you doing? Yes, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Elizabeth. The reason why it's nice is because the spirit of Ubuntu is in us. The Father's in us. See, people not understanding what this awakening is. This is not the awakening of just a people. This is the awakening of righteousness. Yes, the awakening of righteousness. People are fed up with living wicked, evil lives. People are fed up of doing wrong or of watching harm or wrong being done to them. People are tired. Being evil and wicked, guess what, people? It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Let me tell you, look, I'm gonna give you an example how exhausting being wicked and evil, right? You know how much work you gotta put in when you try to keep something from somebody, right? Let's say somebody is a player, right? Somebody that's a player, it's a continuous work to continue playing the game, doing this, doing that, deleting this, saying that, hiding this, hiding that. It's a big work. It's a massive work. Massive, people. But we don't understand that. It's hard work. It's exhausting. You get so exhausted, you get tired. That's how you end up getting caught. Because you get tired. See, when you're a righteous man, you a just man. Being a just, loving man, it's simple. It's easy. See, you see them boys, you see them men that stood up for that 65-year-old man. You guys thinking it was black and white. No. It was a bunch of black and brown people that said, we're standing for righteousness. What you just did was not acceptable. We're not going to accept that anymore. You see that young man jumping out of the water, jumping into the water, swimming. You know how much energy it took to do all that swimming and still got busy. Give a round of applause for that brother. Give a round of applause for the brother. Come on. Gotta give a round of applause. How are we not giving round of applause to our brother? An individual who swam, I don't even know how far he was, but he just swam. And look, because he did that courageousness, look how the Father's blessing him. Look how his parents are sitting on the throne is blessing him. And I gotta fight me keep saying the Father. Look how our parents is taking care of his son. Don't you want your parents to take care of you? All you gotta do is just be right. Just do right. Seek righteousness, man. To seek him is to seek righteousness, man. Seek it. I mean, at this point in time, what you got to lose? What do you got to lose? Some of y'all already took medical procedures. What do you got to lose? Some of you guys woke up in bad circumstances. Some of you guys woke up sleeping in a bathroom. There's somebody that woke up today that slept on the floor. There's somebody that woke up today that slept in an infested house full of rats, roaches. You got somebody on this earth has woken into something so unsanitary that you can die. But somebody woke up and somebody's calling that home. I remember there's somebody right now that's sleeping in a freezer because they can't afford AC. They got to put something, a brick, to block the door, because if that door closed, they can die. Somebody. You know why we are in them circumstances? Because we're not desiring to be righteous. See, keeping the commandments, when you read the commandments and you start understanding, let me take that back. When you start hearkening and you start listening and you start paying attention to the voice of our Father, of our parents, when you start seeing what he's saying, you will then realize that all he's telling you is to be, you have to be righteous in this wicked world. Don't follow these people. They are wicked. They have no righteousness. They have no soul. They have no morals. They have no principles. They have no dignity. Don't follow them. Don't want to be like them. Be like you. Be like me, for I am you. For I made you in my likeness, in my image. This is what he's telling you. This is what you're not understanding. You have allowed religion to make being righteous so hard, so scarce. I wasn't righteous today. I did something wrong, so God don't love me, so I might as well just not try to do right no more. Church had taught you that. Religion has taught you that. Your pastor has taught you that. Your Jesuits have taught you that. Your elders, your Hebrew Israelite elders have taught you that. Have put you in a state of afraid to make mistakes, when all through the scriptures, every single person was making mistakes. Every single person in the world was making mistakes. Everybody was making mistakes. The purpose is that when you fall, you get back up. A just man falls 7 times, man. You're gonna fall 7 times. You think you listen, before the night is done, I might commit a sin. Sin is the transgression of the Father's voice. That's sin. The law is to hearken unto the Father's voice. That's sin. You disobey that. You disobey the Father's voice, you commit sin. You get penalized for that. And we're going to fall short all the time. Some of us may fall short for December. Some of us may fall short because of work. Some of us may fall short because of their spouse. You may fall short because you standing with Sunini, but your father or your husband or your wife want to stand with Goat Lucy, want to stand with Lucifer, want to praise Dagon. This is what's going on. But because you are one with that person may do something, you may not disagree with it, but the loyalty that you have for that person, the commitment, the covenant you made with that person, you gotta stand by that. If I tell my wife, listen, look, I gotta rob the bank and I need you with me, she may not agree with it, she knows it is wrong, but because I'm her king and she's my queen, that decision is something that she's gonna have to eat. She's gonna have to deal with it. She's gonna have to do. And a lot of brothers and sisters are going through these tribulations and their trials because they want to serve the Father. They want to serve our parents. Sunini, Father, Nanini. You know, like Nana, like Mama, Sunini. Nani. Listen, I'm gonna feed you guys this story. You gotta just be patient. We will get there, like the elder says. We will get there. If it be the Father's will, we will get there. If it be our parents' will, we will get there. Because the Father said, let's make man into our image. That means it's multiple things going on up there. Yes, uncomfortable. Any questions? Any questions? Freddy Krueger type stuff. Facts. Evil people. Demonic. And you guys don't know what you worshiping. You don't know who you giving yourself to. When you are a slave, let me tell you something, Bantus. When you are a slave doesn't have no rights. A slave doesn't make their own decision. A slave is always given choices. It's either you're going to pick this cotton or you're going to get a beating. It's either you're going to sleep with this woman or you're going to get your testicles chopped off. That's a slave. It's either you're going to take this religion, if not, you're going to go to hell. It's either you put your faith in Jesus, if not, you're going to go to hell. You better come to church on Sunday and bang on the gavel or 6 o'clock when you see the banging on the bells. You must give worship to Baal, Dagon. That's his father. Yes. Come on. We got to understand. These people are giving us these religions. These people are giving us these Bibles. These people are giving us, but listen, before they even handed us the Bible, they already gave us the understanding. Before you read this book, you must read it and understand it like this. Because if you try to read it in your own understanding, you might get lost. This is how they feed it to you. And this is the mentality that we still running with till this day. And I'm doing everything in my power to break that. Like, yo, fam, just read the goddamn book. Just read it. Understand that this book is about you. It's your history. Once you get that understanding, and that this is the basics to understanding the word. You want the Father to work with you? This is what you need to do. Understand that the book took place. The book is about you and your ancestors, first and foremost. Understand that the book, that the Father's name is none of these names that these heathens has put in it. His name is Sunini. Your parents' name is Sunini Nanini. Okay? That's for 2. For 3, understand that everything, the whole story took place in Africa. I mean, for God's sakes, how do we leave Egypt and know that the story took place in Egypt? and try to associate it with other places. You telling me Abram listen, do you know how deep that water is, the so-called water from the Red Sea? You know how deep that water is? Show me in the word, please. Show me in the word where you see Abram went on a boat. Hold on. Show it to me. These people take the scriptures to them, but they are not listening. They're not gonna listen. Show me. If the whole of Middle East, check this out. Let's just make it make sense. If the whole of the Middle East is Abram's, show me a record or information where you see Abram get on a ship. Abram had all the power. He had all the cattle. He had men, soldiers. Show me where he went on the ship. It has to be. It has to be. If he's transferring, if he's going from Africa, if he's going from the Middle East to Africa, from Africa from Egypt back to Israel, and et cetera, somebody got to show. You understand? Somebody has to show. There has to be a record of him getting on a boat, on a ship, something. I'll let you tell it. They people, I take the scriptures to them, but they are not listening. Elizabeth, please rewrite that. I don't understand. They people, I take the scriptures. I'm not. Rewrite that for me. I don't understand what that means. They control your spirit, of course. Listen. Slavery was only so-called dissolved or no more after religion. Look it up. Look up when slavery was denounced, and look up when religion was created. I was gonna do a lesson on that. Maybe I'll do that next week. I don't know. I want to talk about who's killing the messiahs. But don't feel bad. They control my spirit. Don't feel good. It don't feel good, I know. But at the same time, they don't control it. They just misguide it. The Father owns your spirit because your spirit is His. The spirit is His. They was controlling your flesh. Nothing can touch your spirit. No man can touch your spirit. That's why our big brother says, don't fear the man that could judge your soul. Don't fear the man that could take your life. Fear the man that could take your life and judges your soul. They don't have control of your spirit or soul, if you want to call it that. They have control of your flesh. This is why they advertise. Every time they're throwing stuff out there for you to want. I'm affected behind that. Everything I see, so I'm like, damn, I want that. Damn, I buy this. Damn, man, damn. It's a disorder. It's a traumatizing disorder, yes. PTSS. You know why we want things? Because we royal, right? Royalty, we got everything we want. Read King Solomon. He had the best fruits, had everything. The reason why we desire things is because it's the royalness in us. We want things. We want the finer things. But it's because we are under their control. And they feed off that. They know that. You think these people don't know who you are? They know that. Why you think while you sitting back watching basketball, they got to make sure they throw a commercial in there and they throw something in that you're going to like? They're going to find something that you're going to like. It might be a car. It might be some new sneakers. It might be a video game. It might be a system. It might be a house. It might be medication. Who knows? Are you suffering from back pain and arthritis? We got a brand new crack. It's called Crack Your Back. You take that. You will never feel that again. You know why? Because you're dead. You just died in your sleep. The side effects is brain swelling, heart attacks, blood clots, headshot. They tell you all of this. But yet we still gonna run to it. You know why? Because they know that when you are royalty, you want the finer things. It's just in our nature. You are the salt of the earth. How can we be the light for the earth if the world don't know how the light is? The light gotta look good too. If I come outside, I gotta look good. You know, listen. I got jewelry in the safe I don't even bring out on still special occasions. I got a $50,000 watch I don't even touch. Don't tell nobody though. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's continue. Yes, vanity. We got to go to the Holy Land. You're not going to get none of this information until you go to the Holy Land. You're not, I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what's in the Bible. The Bible gives you, listen, the Bible was the foundation for us to know what's going on, right? Shout out to the elder, Genesis, profound, right? But as far as connecting back with the Father, let me tell you something. There's people right now that keep the ways of the Father, that doesn't live their lives according to this world, that's in deep into the, listen, they're keeping the ways of the Father so true that the heathens can't even come over there. Europeans don't even go over there because there's something about that energy. They're out there, still wearing borders of blue and all that, eating good, worrying about nothing. Well protected. Father takes care of them. The parents, our parents, Sunini Nanini takes care of them. Facts. Those are the people we gotta speak to. And I guarantee you they're gonna tell us in the Isi Xhosa language. They're gonna say, Ele la tabadani. He's gonna say that's all you gotta do. He said this, you gotta keep the commands. You see, they tell you commandments. No. Just keep the commands of your parents. Hearken unto your parents, and you shall live. Hearken unto their voice, and you will live. You want to die? Do your own thing. Some of y'all are already spiritually dead. Some of y'all may be a brand new iPhone 15, but the battery life is on 3%. Come on. I'm trying to feel my heart. They work roots, and I feel physical chest pains. If you feeling physical chest pains, Elizabeth, you gotta fast. When the pain starts affecting your organs, that means the demon made its way into your body, right? So now the demon is here. Like the big brother says, some demons are not gonna come out by just the word alone. You gotta fast. Fast. Don't listen to this nonsense that they tell you. Just fast. Fasting can be anything. Fasting don't have to be food. You can fast from watching TV. You can fast from being on your phone. You can fast from talking to people. Do a silent fast. I know somebody that did a silent fast. Shout out to my brother Fonz. He did a silent fast. He ain't talked to nobody. I think it was for the whole week. Kept quiet. He'll acknowledge you. He'll be like, yo, what up? He'll be like, but he didn't speak. And when he finally spoke, I was like, yo, why did you do that? He was like, yo, you know, he's into these, you know, into this priestly stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a priest. That's what they call him. They call him priest. He was like, yo, I did that. He was like, yo, I needed the gods told me to fast. And I fast. And he was like, I was rejuvenated. He was like, I was dealing with such pain and I couldn't figure out what's going on. But he said the gods told him to fast, and he fast. He didn't speak. He said, I don't want you speaking for a week. He said, you don't speak for a week, I'll give you the remedy or the cure to your problem. And that's exactly what he did. So sometimes you gotta fast. So take the time out, figure out what you want to fast on, figure out what you're struggling. Maybe the fast gotta come with the food that you eat. You might have to change your dietary. You might have to eat more greens. You might have to intake more fruits. I tell brothers and sisters all the time, If you eat European, you're gonna die European. Europeans die from cancer. Black people are dying from cancer. Black people is dying from these diseases because black people want to be genetically modified Europeans. You gotta let Europeans be Europeans. You gotta be black. There's a reason why we're different. We're different. We eat different. We like seasoning, cleaning our food. They could care less. We're not allowed to have blood in our food. They can care less. They need blood. They love it. They practice it. They worship it. They make you do it. And you're wondering why you still the tail and not the head. Come on. Elizabeth, there's no apologies if you bother me. You don't bother us over here. This is what we do. This is your first time. Oh, this is what we do. This is what we do. We do this all the time. Praise the Father. We do this all the time. They churn. Listen, it's just the beginning. Why we have to fight to get them away? I mean, when you read, hold on a minute. My joint said my battery light about to die. Hold on. Sorry, guys. When you read the word, right? Remember, our parents was gonna rule over us. We wasn't looking he wasn't looking to give us a king. We wanted to be like these people. We wanted to be like the seed of Japhet. They had their own gods and all that. Yes, the seed of Japhet. Noah only had 2 children. Okay. All this foolish lies and stories that they're giving us, these are lies. He only had 2 children. Ham is them. Ham is Cain's children. Just like Cain, they put the Cain Abel, that's Ham. They have to put themselves in the story in order for them to control you in the book and to lead you astray. This is why you got black people who would we got black people who wouldn't even claim a land full of black people, will cross that continent to go into another place and say that that's their land. A land filled with people that look just like them will cross over and say, nope, that's not me, this is me. And these same people that they're crossing over that say, nope, that's not me, will move to Haiti and move to Jamaica and be like, yo, my from here. Oh, you living in Jamaica? You living in Jamaica? Oh, you Benjamin. Oh, you in Haiti? Oh, you a Levi. Pure blasphemy. Meanwhile, these brothers just came from Africa. I can't make this stuff up. GYIA. He says, Shalom, what are you reading from? I'm reading from... I was reading from a slide that I put together. As far as if you want to know, if you want the reference, maybe on my next video I'll probably put all of it as far as the reference in the description. I was, like I said, I was so behind on time, guys. I always start at 4. I started at 4:30 and change, 4:40. So, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't get a chance to do what I want to do. Look, you know what I'm saying? So, just we don't piggyback, Liz, we don't piggyback. See, piggyback, we're not supposed to touch pigs. You know what I'm saying? That's what the heathens do. Right? We land back over here. We go back over here. So when you hear me say just to land back on what you were saying, we sit on lambs. You know what I'm saying? We sit on clean things. We don't touch unclean things. You're righteous. We're righteous. We the father and mother's chosen seed. Their creation. Yes. Made by man. Who, Jesus? Yeah. No. Let me explain about who wrote the Bible. Who wrote the Bible? We've done. Who gave us the instructions to write it? The Father. Our parents did. What they did to our records is why we question it, because they have filled it with so much lies and confusion that brothers like myself, the elders, my big bro, Bantu Princess, Deadly Lioness, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on. Let's just put it like this. We got a bunch of people that's working to uncover the truth. Okay? To uncover the lies that they was putting, right? We trying to get our hands into the actual scrolls. Some of the scrolls was burnt. Some of the scrolls was burnt after they created their own scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls they found those scrolls in the Dead Sea of where? What sea is dead? It has to be coming from a sea. And it can't come from where they come up because there's no seas in the Middle East. Matter of fact, let me pull this up. There's no seas in the Middle East. There's a lake, but there's no seas in the Middle East. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Give me a second. Share this to your people, please. Please. They need this barbecue chicken right here. Tell them this barbecue chicken is well seasoned for them. You heard? Okay? So let me share my screen. Hold on. My bad, guys. Let me take this off. So did they find the Dead Seas here? And the Red Sea? But when you look up where they got the Dead Seas, they always tell you they got it from these areas. Here, or somewhere over here. But these are not seas, these are lakes, people. Okay? These are lakes. The Gulf of Suzy. Who's this? Okay? Okay? This is not a sea. This is a lake. This is, see? Black Sea. How is this? How is this a sea? This is a lake. Look up what a lake is. A body of water surrounded by land. It's a lake. Lake. This is sea. This is sea. Okay? This is sea. Okay? You see the sea? You see there's nothing surrounding it. This is lake. 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 Yes, a lake can manifest into the sea, can push into the sea, that doesn't mean that that area is a sea too, because this is governed by water, by bodies. The lake could drift into the lake, can drift you into the sea, but this is a lake. Okay? Tell these people to stop. Okay? So we gotta read. We gotta get our records. We gotta get our records. You understand? And once we uncover these records and we put the things together, this is why I'm begging you guys, please don't just look forward to coming for summer conversation. Please continue doing your research. Please don't listen to the nonsense. Don't listen to the Father only dwells in. That's a lie. You are his child. You are his creation. You ideas and everything, that doesn't come from you. That comes from the Father laying this on you. When you get this, bring this forth. You see when I came up with this apron, you know who gave this? The Father. He said, you know what? Come, let's sit down and come judge these heathens, Hebrews and heathenites. I said, no problem, Father. I'm going to do what you tell me. I might put a little jewelry on, say, yo, Pops, you know I gotta look good. You know I gotta separate myself from these individuals. How do I separate myself from people who've been lying and stealing and robbing my people for the last 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 400 years? How? I'm one man against a massive machine. This machine is a full-fledged attack. They're not gonna stop. Look, she said, I'm at work getting this fried chicken. Come eat this, sis. And look, and shout out to Black Girl Magic too. She does her numbers too. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't hate your name. Listen, you don't need the elder to give your name, sis. Create your name. Whatever name you want, that's the name you want. You are an adult. The elder is not your father. Whatever the Father put in your mind to represent you is what you run with. Oh, you don't need the elder. I don't need the elder to give me no name. Whatever name comes to my name, that's going to be me. I'm running with that name. I don't know. Whatever the Father puts on me to say, if I look up, just like my son's name. My son's name is Ijonai, which means soldier. So whatever the Father puts to me to follow, puts on me to do and choose, is what I'm gonna choose. Whatever is put your foot on these heathens' necks in the EC closer, that should be my name. Mr. Foot on Necks, that should be me. Yeah. They're not gonna tell you that Bantu parents, Sunini is masculine, Nanini is feminine, bro. Remember, the Hebrew, the dialect, they stole it from us. The feminine, masculine, they stole that from us. They created their own narrative, man. They created their own narrative. She said, what about the Feast of Tabernacles? Okay. The Feast of Tabernacles, let me say this. I'm about to bust your heads. We're not supposed to celebrate Passover right now. Let me say that again. We're not supposed to be celebrating Passover right now. You know why? Because we are in captivity. Look at the word. You will notice that we never celebrated Passover when we was under any rulership. Anybody that was ruling over us, we never celebrated Passover because that's a holy thing. Gotta be in the Holy Land. A lot of these things that we're doing it not according to the Father. We keep tabernacles because we are in captivity. How are we going to keep tabernacles? Because if you want to be technical, you keep tabernacles every time you in your house, because where we at right now in this world, We're scattered from the Holy Land. So in the eyes of the Father, you are in the wilderness. We are in the wilderness right now. This is our wilderness. This is not our home. This is not our rest haven. This is a pit stop. This pit stop is going to either bring you to the Father or it's going to bring you to the pits of hell. This is the pit stop. This is not our home. We need to go home. We're taking the word and we're trying to apply the word. We're not paying attention to the demographics, to the location, and to what the Father required of us. See, when the Father required us to do things, we was in the space of our own space. We was governing, we communicated, we had connections. Everything that we're doing now is copying and pasting. We're getting our information from the enemy and we're using the enemy's information as the validation into why we're supposed to celebrate our Father's congregation. Come on now. You see when it makes sense? We see when it rhymes because it's meant to go together. You understand? And these are the things that people don't understand. How are you keeping ask yourself this question. How do you keep tabernacles in a defiled place? How do you keep tabernacles when you have to answer to the enemy? This is not your land. We don't have acres of land. I remember when I was doing tabernacles, we'll have tabernacles. We were sharing tabernacles with Cain. Europeans, they frying up pigs, eating all of that while we trying to be righteous. Make that make sense? You telling me the Father's accepting that? Come on now. The word said even if your strangers sojourn in your space, they gotta follow my rules. They wasn't following, and nor do we have the power to go to them and say, excuse me, sir, you can't cook pig here. The man gonna be like, nigga, if you don't get up out of here. I've been here before. You only come here once a year. In fact, this is probably your first time and your last time I come here. I'm here every year. In fact, this is my house. I live here. Who do you you understand what I'm saying to you? So a lot of these things is unable to do until we get back into our space, man. The fight is to get back home. This is where grace has abound for these circumstances. The Father knows where he put us. He knows what we going through. I know thy works, but thou art rich. And I know those that claim to be a bound to lie to you, said that they are Jews, but from the sin they select to sin at God. Let's continue. Hey, Black Girl Magic, woo, you gonna love today. Hey, listen, I'll tell you to just turn it off and just rewind. You might have to just rewind. See, that's in my house. Her be calling on Jesus. Make him watch this. Oh, that's the question? You asking why is many Israelites still struggling even though they are keeping the law? Okay, so let me ask this question. Let me answer this for my brother. I don't want brothers to be upset when I say this, but these Israelites are not keeping the law. They're not. The word says no idol worship. These people idolize their teachers. I seen people cry when they saw their teachers. I was doing security. Shout out to the big bro. I was doing security with the brothers, and I used to watch with my own two eyes, watch individuals get before these teachers and cry. If I ever see somebody come before me and cry, I might backhand you. Because you're causing enmity between me and my Father. Because he's like, wait, so what? You using my word to get, and I shouldn't have to be like, yo, don't cry for me. I shouldn't have to do that. No, ain't nobody supposed to be crying for no man. Are you dumb? Father. You're crying for a man then. You're not supposed to be crying for no man. And brothers is keeping Brothers are not keeping the ways of the Father, right? According to the Holy Land, Semba or Sabbath starts at 12, and I'm speaking here in New York. Starts at 12:30 in the afternoon here in New York. That's when Semba starts here. We unable to keep that. That's cool. Father, he lets that slide. When you read the word, we're not even supposed to be traveling so far. I remember I used to be from New York all the way to the Bronx every Saturday. You're not supposed to be traveling so far. When you look at the Jewish people, you see that their synagogues is always in their location. It's in arm's reach. They don't go too far from it. Right? So we break that. Right? Then we're keeping the feast days according to the times that the enemy gave you. Because Passover is in September. Tabernacles is in September. Day of Atonement, September, October. All of these things are happening in those times of the month. These Jewish people call the New Year Rosh Hashanah, where they celebrate the New Year. But they tell you that it's a Jewish holiday. You guys don't do it. You leave it alone and you wait for March and April to celebrate it. And you guys don't even know what March and April is. That's why. They're not keeping the laws. They're keeping the traditions of Europeans. $87 books. 87 books is not even, listen, if they took 87 books, they probably burned 87 million. Oh, listen, the Vatican, the Vatican tunnel where all information runs long. Real long. And that's the information that they didn't burn. That's the information that they didn't burn when they took down Jerusalem and they burnt it down to crust to the ground. When they put their pigs on the altar. When they took the images and they disrespectful things. This is the seed. And another reason why these Hebrew Israelites are struggling, because these Hebrew Israelites don't know the genealogy of anything. These people, you see the wickedness that these people do, and these people are going to say, well, that's Esau, that's our brother. If he repents, he can be saved. There's no repentance for anybody that's not of the Father's creation. Let me say that again. If you're not the Father's creation, if you're not made from above, there's no repentance. This is your earth. This is your time to shine. You're doing what your daddy told you to do. Live your best life. Enjoy it while it lasts. I tell everybody that. Enjoy it. Not everybody's gonna make it into the kingdom, guys. He wasn't talking about the Bantus. He was talking about the loose screws, the cuckoos, the Hebrews, the Asus. You know those, the Asus, the Jesus, those, you not getting into the kingdom. I don't care what you say. You can call Yah, B-O-A. Yah is the moon god. You're not getting into the kingdom. Jehovah is Hova. Yahovah is who? Is Lucifer. You're not getting into the kingdom. Ahia is a fallen deity. You understand me? Ahia is the son of one of the lieutenants that fell, that you can read in the book of Enoch. Maybe I should do a lesson on that. Who's Ahia? Who are you calling on? Who is these people? Who are these fallen deities? The Baals, the Elohims. Who is the Jeremiah? Who's these Yahs? Who are these people? Who are you associating your children with? Why are you sacrificing your child unto Moloch? You want that fire? You want that brimstone? That's what you want? She said, thanks, you welcome. Yes, I do. You can't what? Oh, you referring to everything I just said? Yeah, you can't. I'm just keeping it 100. Show me in the word. Show me in the word where we was in captivity, where we kept Passover. Shout out to the big bro when he brought that to my attention. Shout out to Mama Love who brought it to his attention. You can't, because we never did. So when you are in a land that the Father never knew, the Father only dwells in a place where he told you to dwell. The Father never dwelt in America. The Father said because of your disobedience, you was going to go to America. Your disobedience is why you're going into Haiti. Your disobedience is why you're going into Jamaica. Your disobedience is why you're going into these areas. But the Father is chilling where he chills. And when the word say Esau is the end of the world and Akob is the one that follows, Esau's the one that's running Africa right now, people. They the black billionaires that's working hand in hand with these heathens. That's working hand in hand to fill their pockets on the behalf of your demise. Remember, Esau don't give a damn about Akob. Esau has sided with the enemy. Esau is not a European. Ishmael is not an Arab. How can Ishmael be an Arab when it's Ishmael that's in your communities right now selling you malt liquor, honey buns, processed meat like boar's head, right? Cook you up bacon, knowing that in the Middle East, if an Arab even touch bacon, they could get their hands chopped off. But for you, I'll serve it for you just how you like it. Until we wake up and separate from them lies that you was told. I already did the lessons and told you guys who these people are. So until you guys do these things, until you guys start waking up and say to yourself, well, if Noah's black, Shem is black, Ham is black. This is say Ham is black. Then Japheth has to be black too. So then when did when did this pale color come on this earth? When did the Father create something of his that doesn't benefit from the sun? What? Make it make sense. When you find that out, you let me know. You find it out. Get an Arabian, get an Arab person, and get a black person. Let them sit side by side and tell me what similarities do you see other than a skin tone. I'll wait for it. You allow these people to give you your history, you're doomed. If you don't study to show yourself approved unto him, you're doomed. If you want to get out of this spiritual prison, you better do your homework and reconnect. He says, seek me. Not wait for Junes to come on here and say, oh, don't wait for me. Don't wait for my lives. Don't wait for these teachers, these TD snakes. Creflo take all your dollars. Joe backsteins, because he's steening your back, breaking your back. You understand me? If you're waiting for these people to deliver you information, if you're waiting for this Nathaniel, all of these brothers that's talking pure madness and foolishness and pure sorcery, you're gonna go to hell. Because it's you that gotta stand before your parents. Yes. The father's gonna be like, so honey, what you think about this guy right now? And a lot of our mercy is gonna come from the hands of our mother. And that's why they don't want you giving reference to her. That's why they're feeding you just this father story, making it seem weird. I had a brother say to me, you telling me the Father got a wife in heaven and we his children? So you're telling me that they had sex on top? I can't. I'm like, yo, bro, that's out of your league. And the Father says, my thoughts is not your thoughts. Why are you even thinking that? I don't even want to think about my parents making love to make me or my brother or anybody. I don't want to hear that. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thankful that I'm here. That's all I need. Why you want to go over and beyond? You know why? Because you want to always have a reasoning into why you don't have to follow the ways of the Father, into why you don't gotta, you know, why I gotta read this Bible, why I gotta do this, why I gotta do that. Because you want to do this, the spirit of Aleister Crowley is inside of you. Oh yeah. Yes. I'm gonna do a live. The Bantus have the spirit of Aleister Crowley. Facts. Bro, if I should show you my library, if I should show you my bookshelf, you'd be like, I had to buy a whole new bookshelf. Let's just put it like that. Yeah. Oh, the book of Josephus. I read all of these things, man. You read the story of Hayes and all of that. Listen, man, these people know what time it is. But you see this man Josephus, though. See, Josephus was a European. See, Josephus was one of the top scholars. Josephus, let me tell you who Josephus was at those times. Josephus was like Albert Einstein. Right? The father of this, the father of that. You know they're always gonna promote their own, right? So he took out records and rewrote it, put themselves in it. Took the story from Africa and brought it to the Middle East. And packaged it. Signed and sealed. And shipped it to all stores. Brought it to all schools. These things used to be taught in school. Remember back in the days, you used to pray. I remember in school you had to pray. Bibles was in schools. They took that away. The question you gotta ask is why they took that away. Because they know you spiritual. They know if like the word said, train up a child from young so when they get old, they won't depart. So if I train a child from young and I'm hearing God, 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 I'm praying, I'm doing this, what's the chances of this young man being evil? What's the chances of this young man going to jail, selling drugs, being a pimp, multiple women? What's the chances? It's very slim. So they had to remove that. And now that we're awakening, so they was preparing. So the final straw for the Bantus. See, religion was the indication to let them know the times that they were in, right? So when we had Christianity, they knew, oh, plenty of time. That's when they did all the foolishness. Built the cities, built this, that, Then you got the 60s and stuff. Then, the Nation of Islam and brothers was taking on Muslims. And a lot of you guys don't even know that the Nation of Islam, even this Muslim teachings that came into this Western, came here in the hands of a European. Look into the history of Muhammad. I'm not going to call this man no honorable Elijah Muhammad. Ain't nothing honorable about this man. This man was a pedophile. He touched little boys and girls. Bate boy. And I mind them a fish. He's a Dagon. He's a dag. That's why they call it the dagger. Okay? Do your history, you'll find that these people are Europeans, bro. It's either they're European or they got some level of European descent inside of them. Come on now, I can't make this stuff up. It's right before you. Don't think for 1 second that Lucifer will let any religion be as powerful as it is if it's not giving reference and praise to him. The pal. Are you trying to? You saying plagues, plows, palace? Well, Trying to see what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? These people are wicked. You gotta understand. You gotta know what's going on. Once you know who these people are, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. For he was a murderer from the beginning, that does not abide in truth. So everything that they give you will never be in truth. It'll have a little bit of truth in it, but the whole foundation of it is a plagiarized, forfeit, counterfeit lie put in place to deceive and lead you astray. Come on. I don't know what is PLES. Look this up. Oh, you saying the pale? Oh, you don't. Wait, hold on. Says you don't you want to know where these? Oh, you don't know who? Oh, you didn't know? Oh, damn, sis. Okay. Wow. What time? 6:50. Sheesh. I would have to do. Let's put it like this. In layman's terms, the pales came from those that dwell in hell. Let me say that again. The pales came from those that dwell in hell. I'll leave it as that. I'll leave it as that. I'll leave it as that for now. Okay? It's 2 hours, long time, but that's who they are. Come on, man. Claim yours, people. Claim yours. The kingdom is here. Know who you worshiping. Dagon is the father of Jesus. Know who you worshiping. Sorry for me butchering certain words. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was rushing. I didn't do certain things how I wanted it to, but we're not going to complain. It is what it is. The message is out. You know that my heart is genuinely for the people, is genuinely for you. You know that I want you guys to receive your true salvation. Your salvation is not coming from no Jesus. Your salvation is not coming from no Yeshua, no Yeshua, all of this foolish nonsense. Your salvation is not having faith in Jesus. Your salvation is coming back to two things you got to come back to. You got to come back to the Father, and you got to come back unto the Holy Land. Like the word says, if my people shall humble themselves, take the word people out, replace it with children. If my children shall humble themselves and call on my name, what name is that? And call on my name. Replace mine with our names. Sunini, Nanini. Humble themselves. He will hear. He will hear you. He will heal your land. Your land gets healed when you get back to the Holy Land. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. I want you guys to continue supporting. I appreciate all those that tune in. Continue supporting. Share this to your family and friends. I know it's long, but they need it. They need it. Send this. Send this to your husband, Bantu Princess. Send this to anybody that's stopping this awakening. Send it to all those that's still drinking blood and breaking body parts, eating ass cracks, talking about this is the blood, this is my body. Which body part are you eating from? I'm happy that you read that, my brother. Read that book. Very powerful. And she even said, oh yeah, you even in that story that tells you about how the devil don't want to uplift and give reference and praise to the mother as well. But yeah, we're gonna uncover it, man. We still working. Continue supporting. And for those that don't know who I am Mr. Keep My Foot, you hear me, on you heathens, you Hebrews, and the newly installed heathenite snacks. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say one time for the one time. and I'ma holler at y'all. One.